At one time, were we all white or colored? Of the two, which one was the curse put on? Now, as far as we know, I couldn't tell you where Adam and Eve were white or brown or yellow or black. I cannot tell you. No one else knows, but God alone, I guess, who's back there. Now, as we come all as one language and one people until the Tower of Babel, a confusion. And then their languages went different. And as far as we know, they were all one people till that time. And they broke up and scattered in different parts of the world. And some, you take an animal, you take any life that eats off of a certain soil, it'll turn that color. If it's a hunter here, you just follow me a few minutes. Go down into Mexico and get the coyote. Take up here in Arizona and get the coyote. You go up in the north and get the same coyote and watch the three colors. Get a Gila monster that's raised in Texas and get one that's raised in Arizona and look at the difference in them. See? Because it's the soil they live in. See? And now, the Chinese is a yellow person. Japanese and so forth, and a Chinese. The Ethiopian is the colored man, or the Negro that we have now. And he went down to those dark countries down there. And then the white man was the Anglo-Saxon people, which we are. And of the people here, what we call the white people. They come from England, which was formerly called Angel Land. And because they were white and blonde and so forth, and scattered up in Ireland and Norway and so forth up in there, and all come out of the Anglo-Saxon people. Now, which was first and which was cursed? There was none of them. I know where you're trying to get to. You're trying to get to Ham. I know where you're going. To Ham's people. Now, there was Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Now, Ham, he did not try to hide his father's nakedness, but laughed and made fun of him, and God put a curse on Ham for looking to his father's nakedness and not trying to cover up his shame. And Shem and Japheth backed up and threw their coats over their father when he was laying naked. And now God told Ham that his generation would serve the others. Now, if you thought that was a curse of turning dark, well then the Jews dark also. If you think that would be the what we call the colored man or the Negro of this country that's here now, you ought to go over to India. The Indians are way darker than the Negro. I've been in both their countries. Here's the Ethiopian down there from Ethiopia, and the African, the colored man that we know today. They're down there, many of them still in their primitive, in their tribes, just about like we was when Jesus come. The white people were just as primitive as the native of Africa is now. Worse, perhaps. Remember, 2,000 years ago, we were naked tribesmen out there with a bow and arrow and a stone axe to hunting. That's exactly right. We Anglo-Saxon people. That's exactly right. So, which was which? I'll tell you, the one today it's cursed is the one that refuses Jesus Christ. That's all. The one that accepts Jesus Christ is blessed. Now, you can't say, I'll go up and get the Eskimo out of that land up yonder, and there he is up there. And that man is darker than the colored people we have here. I'll go over to India and get the Indians, and he's not a colored man. He's really black. He's blacker than just real black color. And he's what is called, and he's an Indian. Well, now in Africa, we get some of the African people that are, some of them are light color, some of them are almost like white, and some are different ways. You go to the Jew, you say all the Jews are dark complected. The Jew is a brown person, but I've seen a man with red-headed with blue eyes, fair skin. See? So the whole thing is this. We all come off of one tree. That's right. And we was all cursed through the fall of Eve. And we're all saved through the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Amen. There it is. So there's no curse. The cursed is them that does not believe. The blessed are those that do believe. So there's neither one, friend. The black or the colored man or the white man or the yellow man. Then if the black man was cursed by being black, then the yellow man is just halfway cursed. And then the yellow man, and then the brown man, he's 2/3 of the way cursed. See? And then the African's about 4/5 cursed. And I guess the Indian is really the cursed thing. Oh my, how nonsense. No, it's a different climate from the things that the people lived in. They turned tribes off and so forth. There's different. Go look at the American Indians. Many of those. The Navajos out there is a darker race of people than our colored Ethiopian people in this country. The Navajos. The Apaches they're kind of a copper color. And different tribes. See? So you are there amongst the Indians right here. You find the black ones and the Cherokee is almost as pale as we are. The Cherokee, and there's right here in this nation. The different tribes. So you see, you can't say they're half cursed and all the way cursed. There wasn't cursed because they're black. It wasn't cursed because they were yellow or because they were white. There's only one curse that I know of, and that's unbelief of Jesus Christ.
But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets.